Welcome, listeners, to Men in a Six Pack. We are live, and we've got an interesting show for you tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about high school sports. Then we're going to get as far as we can, but we have a 6:15 fantasy football draft, and you're going to be able to participate live with us in it. And we hope you can get feedback from you guys about good picks, bad picks, whatever. As you see in the window on the right, hopefully it says, who is your stud and dud of the week and why? So just start topping messages and let me know if you can make sure you can hear this. We had some technical difficulties last week, so let me know if you can hear this. So like I said, interesting show. We're going to talk fantasy football. But before we get going, Dave Miller, welcome back.
Thank you,
and happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
And Chris Rayner, sporting orange and black still.
Of course.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk
fair weather fan.
We're going to talk about it. So let's just dive right in.
Talk about what?
We're going to talk about high school,
the streak.
So let's talk again. If you're watching. It says we got two people waiting inside the room. Got three waiting. I'm not really sure why everybody's waiting, but because you should have kicked in and started, but not really sure why everybody's waiting to get in. I guess I just need to start going live. If you don't, three watching. Okay, got three watching. Started a minute ago. I'm not sure what's going on. So regardless, we're recording. If you don't get to watch it live, you're in the waiting room, then you'll get to see it here shortly. So I just make sure everybody's watching. I'm sure my nephew Teddy's watching. This damn stuff is like getting my ass, man. I can't just I don't know, man. I feel like I'm pretty computer savvy, but this thing is just is getting me. We had some technical difficulties last week. I don't know if y'all know that or not. But anyway, so let me see. Let me see what it says. It says I got three waiting. I don't know how the hell to let them in. Come on in. Loud and clear on the sound. Okay, Teddy, we're good to go.
All right, Teddy's alive.
All right, buddy. You are the man. All right, good deal. All right, so quick, we got a lot of stuff to do. Fantasy football draft night. So this past Friday night, Topsail over Dixon, 59-18. That was yesterday, I think, or Saturday. West Craven beats East Duplin, 34-29. Jacksonville out last White Oak, 15-9.
It was ugly.
Oh, was it? Spring Creek Lejeune got called. Swansboro Northside, I heard that was ugly too, 21-14 Northside. Southwest Richlands, that was ugly, 0-25, and that was to the Richlands good. And Pamela Croatan squeaked by 42-0. So what we have here is failure to communicate. No, what we have here is we have Goody went 1, 2, 3, 4. I went 4-2. Miller, you went 6-0, baby.
Woo woo!
Don't worry, it came back in college.
Oh, I know. I never do good against the spread. It always bites me in the ass.
Rayner went 1, 2, 3, 4-2. And you missed East Duplin and Southwest. Yes. I missed East Duplin and White Oak. Irv went 5-1, missed Southwest, and Warlick went 5-1. He missed East Duplin, and Tim Foster went 3-0, but he refrained from
Onslow County games.
Onslow County, where two Onslow County schools were playing each other. That's what which we understand that, right?
No.
So we don't.
You said it, I think, but what's Spring Creek and Lejeune doing tonight?
No. They're playing. They're playing later on.
Isn't it like September something?
Yes,
okay.
It's like September something. They're playing.
Gotcha.
So anyway, let's go. We're going to dive right in, and we'll get back to the college stuff. But let's dive right in because we got to get going here. Miller, South Lenoir at Dixon this Friday night. Who you got?
Dixon.
Rayner, who you got?
Dixon.
And then I will say, I guess South Lenoir must suck, so I'm going to say Dixon as well. Lakewood at Lejeune. I'm going Lakewood.
Lakewood.
Okay. New Hanover at North Side.
New Hanover.
NH.
I'm going with the same NH. Then we have.
Now, will that L work for Lakewood and Lejeune?
I'll remember.
We'll remember, yeah.
Yeah, I'll remember that everybody picked
Lakewood.
All right, here it is. This is a little barn burner here.
Okay.
White Oak travels to
Where are you going?
Southwest.
White Oak.
Southwest.
You're gonna stick with Southwest.
I shall never pick against
I'm
them.
gonna go with the Oak. I will say that.
Oh, wait a minute, you're on the wrong line.
Okay, you're right. My bad. I skipped one. Thank you for helping me out there. White Oak, and then we got White Oak, and then we got Southwest.
Gonna get it together this week.
I'm sorry, and then yeah, I do want to talk to Bird because their quarterback got hurt near the end of the game. I heard last Friday night White Oak's quarterback.
He did, yeah.
Don't know how bad he is.
Right.
But I got some good. After I go through this, I want to go back to a commentary about the Jackson White Oak game. That's not from me. It's from Bob Warlick.
Okay.
Richlands at East Duplin. That's going to be a barn burner, isn't it?
Richlands, East Duplin.
At Richlands at East Duplin.
I've got ED.
I'm going to go East Duplin. You have ED?
You're going to go ED? And Rainer got ED. And who you got? DeLands?
East Duplin.
East Duplin. I'm gonna go East Duplin, I think too. All right. Then we got Swansboro at North Brunswick.
North Brunswick.
Not
even close.
North Brunswick.
Okay. Swansboro's not very good, are they?
No.
Okay. And then we have, last but not least, East Carteret versus Croatan. That somebody picked, I think it was Irvin picked East Carteret in the first game, and White Oak beat them by like 60-something. I'm going to take Croatan.
Me too.
Croatan.
All right. So.
Love them Cougars.
All right. So we got those picks. Let me minimize this real quick so we can keep about. We got
8 minutes before we draft.
8 minutes on our draft. 8 minutes on our draft. So real quick, let's talk about first the White Oak Jacksonville game. Wasn't there, but the color commentator or whatever you want to call it for the Cardinals called me today, and Bob Warlick just said he wanted to give props to White Oak. In fact, I will read his text. He called me and then he texted me later. But he said, actually, he texted in our thread.
He did.
He said, "Can you please make me the dud of the week for proclaiming that Jacksonville had the fastest defense I had seen in 20 years when White Oak is every bit as good as them up front? The moral of the story is don't make dumb blanket statements after one game." So, Bob told me to tell Jonathan Bird that White Oak played a hell of a game.
They did. It was,
and that it wasn't pretty, but that it was a hell of a game. That their quarterback and running back were the deal, and it was just two good teams going against each other. He said that he thought that if White Oak's quarterback was healthy and going to play, that they would go further last year than they did in the playoffs, which they lost in the first round. Do you agree with that?
I do. I really thought they were a pretty good side. I think I think Jacksonville took them a little bit for granted going in, and got punched in the mouth early, and it was a battle.
Okay. Now, Rainer, I'm going to ask you, I told you before we got on air, I was just going to ask you flat out.
About what?
25-0. Was it a 25-0, or was it like mistake? Could it have been 25-14, or could it have been 55-0 or 45-0?
I think 25-0 was about right.
Okay.
We had nothing.
Nothing.
Couldn't move the ball. 20 yards total offense first half.
Okay.
Just one of them nights.
Yeah. Well, and I hate that, man. I just, you got I'm a White Oak guy, but you got another tough game this week coming up with White Oak. And then after that, do you start your conference schedule? Or
Goldsboro.
You got Goldsboro. So that potentially, if you don't win, and you got every good shot of winning this weekend. But if something happens where you start the season 0-3, then next week Goldsboro will give you a good game to get momentum going before the conference, right?
Yeah. Just need to be a lot more competitive against White Oak, because really wasn't that competitive against Richlands. It was a one-sided game.
All right. Now you're going to have a bird's eye view because you're in the box, right? Are you running the clock? Do you run the clock?
At White Oak, yeah.
Yeah.
Not clock, but I do the music.
Oh, do you do the music?
I play all that old
music.
Are
you the PA guy too?
No, I don't do the PA guy. I do it sometimes, but not this week.
Oh,
we have like a rotation.
Who's the PA guy?
Kevin Brown.
Okay.
Tim did it for years.
If I go to the game, can I come sit up there with you?
Sure.
Okay.
Tim used to do it for years, but he's got to be.
Well, he's got to be he's got to be Switzerland now.
He can't do it for like when we play one other county team, so we're just getting Kevin to do it this year.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a good thing. All right. So we've done the predictions. We're going to try to move real quick because we got 5 minutes. Anything else on high school football that we want to talk about?
No, I'm just I'm looking forward to the season getting started, and I think some of the teams are still trying to put some pieces together and figure things out.
Anybody have a standout performance this week that y'all know of? I mean, obviously the White Jacksonville game was low scoring. I saw a picture of the Richlands quarterback in the. I mean, did he sling the ball around a little bit, or
he put it on the ground a couple times? I mean, really tried to help us out, and we just couldn't do anything with it.
Really?
I mean, early on, got a fumble recovery and couldn't do anything with it.
Oh, okay.
Just couldn't move the ball.
All right. Well, let's move on. We're going to talk about college football scores. College football kicked off in full gear this past weekend. Going to go real quick through top 25 teams. Florida State, Boston College. Florida State's number 10 still. They played tonight at 7:30, the last game for the first week of the season. Thursday night, Missouri 51, Murray State 0. They covered the spread. Utah 49, Southern Utah 0. Kansas 48, Linderwood 3. State 38, Western Carolina 21. That game was closer than what it looked.
Yep.
Yes.
That was if I was a NC State fan, I'd be
concerned.
I'd be happy I got to win because you got to win, right? And oh man, Beverly I just got a text. Y'all know Tanya LaRose?
Yeah,
she died today. I do not
what?
know I just got a text from somebody that said Tanya LaRose died today.
Holy crap!
Yeah, that's a White Oak teacher at White Oak forever. One of
soccer coach's wife.
Yeah, soccer coach's wife. One of Spencer and Gray's favorite teachers.
Wow.
I don't know what happened. Don't mean to bring it down and then move on to something else, but just wanted to pass that on to you guys. That's very sad that Tanya LaRose just passed away. AFib. So anyway,
wow.
that's sad.
Yep.
So anyway, let's go to keep getting on scores here. So we got but I would be concerned if I was State, considering you got a big game this Saturday coming in. And I will tell y'all who that is.
Who State got this week?
SEC. They wear orange.
Is it Texas?
Tennessee. Tennessee's coming to Raleigh. On Friday night, Oklahoma beat Temple 51-3. Then on Saturday was the games. Georgia 34, Clemson 14. We're gonna talk more about that. That is that a statement?
I think it's
Georgia?
over. I think it's over.
I do too. I believe his anti-portal and anti-NIL, which I respect Dabo for taking that stand, but I think it's coming back to
you can't win.
Can't win. I mean, good or bad. Teddy's already chiming in. Penn State offense finally looked fluid and legit outside of just struggling to get 30. Teddy, I would agree with you. Tennessee is coming to Raleigh and are humming on offense. It could get ugly quick.
I would agree.
I might agree with that as well. Ohio State 52, Akron 6, Oregon 24, Idaho 14. That's tighter than it was. My Texas Longhorns, as long as they keep winning, I'm wearing the hat, which after next Sunday I may not be wearing the hat. I don't know if you know where they're going or not, but they're going to the big house.
All right.
Yeah. Texas 52, Colorado State 0, Alabama 63, Western Kentucky 0. So they didn't miss a beat on offense or defense. Ole Miss hung up 76 on Furman. I mean, SEC schools, when they score, like literally, if you're an SEC school this week and didn't score over 50 points, then something was wrong with you, right? Notre Dame 23, Texas A&M 13. That was a great game.
Yes, it was.
Great game. Penn State, as Teddy said, 34-12 against West Virginia. Got delayed for like 3 hours. Michigan 30, Fresno State 10. Tennessee hung 69 on Chattanooga, and they gave up 3. Oklahoma State 44, South Dakota State 20. Kansas State 41, UT Martin 6. Miami, Florida 41-17 against Florida. Miami and Florida looked great.
Go you.
The U. Michigan struggled until late in the fourth. Texas is primed to dominate them this weekend. Teddy, I agree with you, buddy. Got 41 seconds to the live draft. If you're tuning in and watching, guys,
Warlick, get ready. You're on the clock.
You're on Warlick. You are on the clock. So just remember that. Arizona 61, New Mexico State 39, Iowa 40, Illinois 0. Illinois State 0. So that was the top 25. As we're getting ready to draft, 21 seconds. Let's go into the ACC real quick. I thought I had the ACC. stuff. I guess I do not. Let's see. ACC. Let's see. ACC. Well, I can tell you real
Come
quick.
on, Kitty.
Carolina beat. Okay, draft has just started. Our draft has just started. We're going to remember that we are at the ACC scores, and we'll start filling in while that's going on.
We got a few seconds because Warlick's going to probably take the full 30. Oh, he picked.
Oh, and somebody else is on. I'm up now.
No, Foster's up.
Okay, Foster's up. Oh, is Foster in
Yeah.
this draft? Okay, awesome. So I will keep. So just you're looking. You tell me when I'm up, and I'm going to pull up.
You're good.
Okay, I'm going to pull up the ACC scores real quick. And let's see.
Well,
here.
Foster, I think, is going to get McCaffrey because I don't think he's on, so he's going to auto pick.
He's going to
get McCaffrey.
Okay, so
Yep. All right, you're up.
Okay,
Goody.
I'm up, and because I took Bryce Hall in another draft we had, I'm going to go and draft Bijan Robinson.
I like it.
Of the Atlanta Falcons.
Rainer, you're on the clock.
Rainer is on the clock.
He's going to take what's the little guy that plays quarterback for the Panthers? Bryce Young?
Bryce Young.
That's who he's taking.
He's taking Bryce Young. All right, so as he's picking, Georgia Tech 35, Georgia State 12, SMU, new ACC school 59-7.
What's wrong here?
Virginia 34-13 over Richmond. California 31-13.
Yeah, you're going to get Brees Hall.
Let's see, Miami 41-17. We said that. Syracuse looking good, 38-22 over Ohio. We told you Georgia, Clemson 34-3. Pittsburgh 55-24 over Kent State. Vanderbilt 34-27 over Virginia Tech. That was an upset. Vanderbilt is upset. And who's on the clock now?
No, I'm still waiting for them.
Who's spanked that? Gotcha.
When they call me,
Is that you, Rainer?
No. Get it moved in the morning.
So so who's on and let's see. And then we have Louisville 62, Austin P nothing. TCU 34-27 over Stanford. Duke 26-3 over Elon. State struggled. Wake Forest 45-13. SMU 29-24 earlier. And of course Carolina 19-17 against Minnesota. Carolina did not look good at all. And
quarterback
situation is not a good situation. So this could get ugly for Carolina very, very quickly this year. So we will see what happens.
It's Gray up.
So Hurts so good. Gray is up. Hurts so good. I don't know who is. And then Teddy is up next. Teddy, who you drafted, man?
Theodore,
who you drafting? Theodore. So Carolina didn't look good. State didn't look good. Carolina struggled, lost their quarterback. I'm going on the record right now saying Carolina goes probably 5-7 this year. They're just not a very good football team. They're not a good football team.
The bad thing is defense is actually a little improved, it looks like.
A little bit better. They are a little bit better.
No, though.
Oh, okay. So I didn't see who they drafted.
Who's that?
So
Teddy took Barkley.
Who did Gray draft?
I don't know. I could look.
Oh no, I can look at. Let's see.
Teddy take Charles or Saquon? Must have been Saquon.
Is there a way to see who's being drafted?
Gray took Jonathan Taylor.
Gray took Jonathan Taylor. Okay, and who believe on 3? Who's that?
That's Mihalchek.
Oh shit, he's auto drafted. I'm sure because he's probably playing. He's probably doing something. He's probably
playing cards.
He's playing coaching soccer, I guess.
No, he's playing cards.
Okay,
probably.
So he played.
It's Monday.
So he chose to play cards instead of coming to the podcast. Okay. So we got some auto draft going on here. Now back to Spank. Miller, you're up. Have you drafted yet, Miller?
Nope, I'm getting ready to.
Okay, so this is your first draft.
That's my second.
Okay. Now I am up, and I went wide receiver first round. So my theory now is to go wide receiver. I do not like Chris Olave because I just don't think that he has a very good quarterback. So I am going to go to Michael. Oh, Rainer's up. I'm not up yet.
It's me now.
Okay.
You got 3 seconds, Rainer.
3 seconds left, Rainer. So you took Isaiah Pachinko.
I did?
Nope.
I took Harrison.
He took Harrison.
Okay, I'm going to go with the best available wide receiver. So I'm going with.
Damn.
Olave?
No, I'm not going. Well, the next best.
You're not going the best.
No, I'm going with Michael Pittman.
I like it. That's a good pick, I think.
I'm going with Michael Pittman Jr. All right. So you're watching
Foster
the draft.
took Pacheco.
Foster took Pacheco. Teddy took.
Come on, Warlick. Make your pick, Warlick.
Let's see. Warlick is Bob's Beasley team. First pick, he took Tyreek Hill.
Hey, that Beasley team, I think that's a generic team. He probably doesn't know how to change his name.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
He took then he just took Devontae Adams.
Love's not getting any love, huh?
And he's on the clock again, and he just took James Cook, running back. And now who's on the clock?
You are, Steve.
I'm on the clock. Okay. So my theory tells me to take another wide receiver. And I took him, I went young in my other draft. I'm coming down the board, and I'm taking Malik Neighbors, even though I don't know that he has
You're on the board.
I'm on the board.
even though he doesn't have a quarterback.
Let's check that deer. I'm going
All right.
guy.
So let's see who Rayner is taking. Rayner is what's Rayner's team?
Evans from Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but what's your team name?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Spank that gotcha.
Team Rayman.
Oh, Team Rayman.
No, that's Bob Mills.
Okay, you've gone
Spank.
you've gone Bryce Hall, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Mike Evans. And let's see, Spank That Gotcha has gone Williams at running back, St. Brown, and London at wide receiver. Teddy, let's see, Teddy right now is going with Saquon Barkley. He's going with two running backs and the Gibbs guy. So Teddy was going for a wide receiver. Believe on 3, that's
Teddy's up again.
Teddy's up again.
Yeah, I think Joey's going to put on auto draft. So
Joey's on auto. So Teddy most likely will go with a wide receiver here, I'm thinking. So I'm just going out on the limb and telling you I've got to go with a running back next pick just because I got to have two good running backs. I got to have two running backs. So if you're watching us and we got 4 people watching besides Teddy or 3 other people besides Teddy, Irvin is saying FTW. Is Irvin in this draft?
well, he's supposed to be. I don't know if he's drafting or not.
Yeah. So, well, Irvin, we're watching you, bud, but 4 people are watching. So comment on our draft if you want to, and then we're going to get back to regular stuff.
Yeah, because these are like 20-second picks. It won't take long.
Yeah, Miller time. So Miller just drafted. You've gone ATN, Henry, Lamb, and Kelsey. Okay, you took who I was going to take. That's okay.
Sorry, Steve.
That's all right. And so I'm up now?
You are.
All right, so I got to go for another running back, but I like the fact that Laporta's still out there, so I'm taking Laporta at tight end.
Good pick.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick.
That means the door. La Porta.
So next up is
Warlick. There's no telling what he's going to do. You might pick a kicker here.
Yeah, Warlick might pick a kicker.
Or a defense.
He's got Cook, Tyreek Hill, and Devontae Adams. And Devontae Adams, there's been talk about Devontae Adams getting traded. 9 is such a hard pick. I have to double up on positions like running back and wide receiver early. Teddy, Teddy's all into this. I pick based on, Teddy, thanks for that. I mean, that's good commentary there. I know going into this next year how to
Steve,
how to screw. I'm on the clock. Okay. So this is where I've got to go for a wide receiver now, and I waited, and I don't even see a wide receiver. I mean, a running back. Okay, so I'm getting down to crap running backs here, but because I like him, I'm taking Javonte Williams. I went down.
I like it.
Yeah, I like him.
It's probably a good pick.
Yeah, I'm actually because they're going to hand the ball off. They're going to run. They're going to run the ball a lot with Bo Nix. I'm liking how my team's shaping up right now.
Oh, on the clock.
Rain Man's on the clock. Damn, Rainer, you've already taken a quarterback, huh?
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. We got quarterbacks going early. Quarterbacks going early. I think that there's enough good quarterbacks still out there.
Yep.
Look at my team.
What now?
Nothing. I'll figure it out.
You want me to tell you how to look at your team?
Yeah.
I'm looking at your team. You got Josh Allen, Bryce Hall, Marvin Harrison, Mike Evans, and Cooper Kupp. You went with Cooper Kupp in the flex.
I like Cooper.
Let's see. We're on Teddy Bear. Let's see how Teddy Bear's. He's got Barkley, Gibbs, Samuel Jr., Senior, DJ Moore, and he drafted Stevenson from New England in the flex. That's not a bad. They're going to run the ball a lot too. Anybody with young quarterbacks will be running the ball.
Question is, what's Gray going to do?
Bird, you like the new setup, Bird? Good deal, man. I like you, Bird. I appreciate it. Hey, I want to get you on the show one week, next week or something like that. Hey, can you comment? Either you just text me. You didn't do it through the chat. Can you tell me if it's not revealing too much? Because I do have a Southwest guy here. How's your quarterback doing? Is he recovered? I heard he got hurt late in the game. If you don't want to reveal that info, I totally get it. So just let me know. Teddy says, got that Dak pick pinned to me. Teddy, you didn't take Dak, did you, man?
You did.
Oh, my damn. Teddy, you're expecting some big things out of Dak, baby.
He's good during the regular season.
Oh, he's hell. He's a damn stud.
He's not very good when they get in the postseason.
Mike Irvin's calling in. Let's see. We actually can check this out.
Can Irv talk to us?
Y'all can't hear him, but I can hear him. Irv, what's up, man?
It's so difficult to get there. Just trying to find it so I can be a part of the show.
You're trying to do all you got to do is go to YouTube and type in 2 men in a 6-pack.
2 is.
Oh God, I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock.
5 seconds, Goody. Hurry.
Jordan Love. I just took Jordan Love. I didn't want him, but I took him. Damn, Irv, you screwed me just there, man. I was talking to you.
You did that on purpose, Goody.
Well, I'm going to put you right up by a speaker if you want to be a part of the show.
Hey, just put your son on your computer and let him pick your team.
Tell your son to go to YouTube and type in 2 men in a 6-pack.
There lies the problem.
So
he's solo. He could have been solo here with us,
guys. Hey,
next time, go out in your driveway, get in the car, and that's the easiest way to get here.
Hey, guys, we can be more high tech than this, but right now I'm holding up the phone. Actually, I haven't Bluetooth. Oh, I'm up again. I got to pay attention. You are the show. Okay, I think this is my sleeper pick. Terry McLaurin from the Commanders.
Oh, I was hoping he's going to be around next.
Yeah,
next
I like
around.
him. So if you're there by yourself tonight, why aren't you here?
I just got here.
Okay, well.
My daughter-in-law's birthday, we went and cooked out, we hung out. You know what? I told y'all this.
No, you
I'm
didn't.
trying to be part of the show if you'll just send me the link to get to it, because it's not that easy.
Dude, man, you go to YouTube and type in 2 men in a 6-pack, and I did it like 10 times a day, and there's a thing that has our logo, and you click on it, and then you click live, and there's there's an icon, and you click on the icon, and it's right there.
Okay, I'm just telling you, I mean, we're simple people here, and simple people trying to hear it, be a part of it.
Hey, Teddy's watching. Teddy, did you have any trouble finding the podcast tonight?
Teddy might be more IT more than me, but I'm not.
That's not saying a whole lot.
My golden doodle's more IT than you do. My God,
stupid is as stupid does.
He struggles turning his TV on.
Hey, I know it's not on TV, dude, unless you broadcast it up on TV. Teddy had it broadcast.
He doesn't know how to do that.
I'm just asking a simple question for people out here that want to see it. Be a part of
YouTube.
Simple is
Go
as
to
simple
YouTube.
does.
Okay.
Type in 2 men. That's a number 2. Men is MEN.
Or spell out 2 men.
Spelled A.
Yeah.
And a 6-pack. 6 is at number 6.
That's what I do.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna keep trying. That's what I do.
There's no chance.
I'll never give up.
Well,
I
tell you what. By the end of the show, if you're not on, then I'll share it on Facebook, because you got Facebook licked. I mean, you got like a gazillion friends on Facebook.
He does.
So if
I don't. I ain't been on Facebook, and I don't know when.
Okay.
Irv, there's a little thing called Google and YouTube that can show you how to do everything. Teddy said. I'm just telling you what Teddy just said.
You know what, me and Teddy will have to go toe to toe one day.
Yeah, my money's on Teddy.
My money's on Teddy. He's a trained assassin in the Army. So.
Damn, Teddy.
What is he, like 35 years old?
No, he's not quite. Oh, he might be. Teddy, how old are you, man? I don't think he's 35. All right, Team Ray, I got to pay attention to what I've got.
Irv, hey, you're up next.
Yeah, I know. Irv is distracting me. He is distracting me from damn.
Fudge.
Everything that we've made. I'm just trying to be part of it.
Everything we made. Okay, let's see. Okay, Irv, are you in this draft, Irv?
I don't even know. If I get this on pick, it's on damn.
All right, I'm going to go down. I'm going to take another rookie wide receiver, and I'm going to take Xavier Worthy from Kansas City. I'm looking at quarterbacks. So I'm looking at who's throwing to them, Irv, the quarterbacks. Irv, I wish you were here because I actually have a Dallas Cowboy question on the show tonight on the NFL.
Hey, you can always call him back.
I'm trying to be a part of the show.
Well, you should get in your car and come on over.
You should get in the car and come on over there.
That ain't happening.
I understand.
That's code.
Uber.
Did you play golf today?
Of course.
I did.
Then I know why you're not coming over.
Okay, let's move on. I'm just trying to be a part of the show, man.
Just trying to be a part of the show.
Judy, you're on the clock.
I am on the clock. I need a backup running back.
Send it to me real quick. Shut up. My God.
So I'm going to go for
You're killing me.
I'm going to go with. I heard he was a
killing
good
us.
pick. I'm going with Chase Brown for the Bengals. Yeah, okay. I got him in another draft. They said he was a good late round pick.
Ooh, okay, goody.
All right. So next week, I'm holding this up where everybody can hear you. Next week, we're all going to have headphones, and anybody that potentially calls in, we'll all, like you are. Everybody will be able to hear what you're saying. I mean, like I could.
I don't give a shit.
Hey, Irv, you're on the clock. Make your pick.
Irv, you're on the clock, man. Hurts so good.
Oh, he's already picked.
He's already picked. I'm sure I picked.
Oh, he's got his son picking for him. I bet.
He,
He's not here, dork. That's what I'm
Does the internet and the fantasy football only work at your house?
It's the internet. He doesn't have to be there.
You know what? I don't like you people. You're a bunch of damn bullies. All
Look,
I'm hanging up.
hey, I know Irv's not picking his team because he hadn't picked a kicker or a defense yet.
Yeah.
I was just getting ready to pick it.
Irv, we miss you, bud. We wish you were here.
Panthers.
I love you. I'm just trying to find the link, man.
All
Just
right.
send it to me.
All right. Bye.
Shit.
That's a couple of FCC violations.
We're
not FCC, so we're good.
Wow.
we really need to next week when he's over here with his phone, we need to kind of show him.
Good. It's not going to help.
Yeah. I mean,
Got some picks
Good.
that are
I'll
not
give you.
us
Hey,
coming
all
up.
right, a little digression on his technical ability. So I hooked one of his TVs up in his garage with a Fire Stick. Worked great.
yeah.
For the longest time, he couldn't figure out how to turn that TV on. He said, "Hey, my TV doesn't work."
Since you plugged in the Fire Stick, my TV doesn't work.
Correct.
That's some logic right there.
So I pick it up. I said, "You push this button." He's like, "Oh, how'd you do that?" I said, "Irv, you turned it on."
Power.
Yeah, he had no clue.
Okay.
Oh, it's all good. And Gray's on the clock. I thought it was you for a second, Steve.
Hurt so good.
Steve, would Teddy be willing to help me on Sports Talk?
Teddy, well, he's
He could listen and then clean up some of my mistakes.
yeah.
like whenever I
Well,
say something wrong.
Teddy is in. He is in El Paso, Texas. So that's 2. I think Teddy, that's 2 hours behind, right?
Yeah, it's be like 7 a.m.
Yeah,
Not
he's
too bad.
Yeah, he's normally at work. I mean, he might be taking a break by then.
We give him a shout out. Oh, wait a minute. It's me.
Team Rainers up.
I'm going to pull an Irv here.
And now, well, I'm up. Okay, so I need to go. I drafted a wide receiver. So I need to go. I need another wide receiver. We're going to start stacking wide receivers now. And
So how's that clubhouse going to work with Taylor Swift and Butker in the same clubhouse?
I don't-
She's come out and denounced everything he ever believes, you know?
yeah. Oh God, I got to pick somebody. Okay, I'm going to go with the only wide receiver that Bryce Young can hit. Isn't it Bryce Young?
Yep.
I took Adam Thielen because he's like really short and he'll run really close routes.
So short.
So, all right. So I'm stacking wide receivers. Probably need to go. Y'all are seeing my draft theory here. I'm probably going to.
You're all good.
Probably going to go this route next, and I'm up. So now, oh my God, I can't believe he's available. I'm taking him, Aaron Rodgers. Got him as my backup,
Hey, Ron.
or he could be my starter. Who knows? Speaking of that, while we're doing this, some stuff about the NFL. We're skipping college for a second. Some noted ESPN analyst. I need 2 surprise teams this year from you. One good, one bad. 2 surprise teams: Chicago and Tennessee. The Bears are loaded skill-wise and improved offensive line. Defense has some juice with an elite corner, good linebackers. in a full season with Montez Sweat, that dude up front. The Titans are the same way. They loaded up all season, especially in patching the offensive line. Young QBs will be the deal. The bad teams, check this out now. The bad teams, surprise bad teams, the Chargers, which that doesn't surprise me, and the Bills. LA has a bad roster, and if they can't keep Justin Herbert healthy, they'll be terrible. The Bills have lost a lot of guys on both sides of the ball. They don't have a go-to wide receiver, and their defense, where a Matt Milano is on injured reserve again, is not what it used to be. So keep that in mind as we start looking at what's going on in the NFL. Next up.
Well, Bills not being good makes my team have a chance.
That's exactly right. The Dolphins, which is still, to me, the toughest division in football. Which rookie QB not named Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels will impress the most? Does anybody want to take a stab at that one?
Bo Nix, maybe?
Bo Nix. Bo Nix is who they say will be the man.
I think with Sean Payton, he's going to be on a little tight leash.
Vegas has him at only 5.5 wins, and I think it's going to be more than that. Now, here you go, Irv, when I was talking to you. True or false? These are true or false. Aaron Rodgers will win his 5th MVP this year.
False.
All right. The Cowboys will finally win a Super Bowl.
False.
Okay. I knew both those were false, but I just kind of had to throw them out there for you. So anyway, we're winding this thing down, right?
We are. It's going quick.
And I guess I take it from his lack of responding to me via maybe he did respond to text. Jonathan Bird was watching, but Jonathan does not want to comment.
Good, you're on the clock.
I'm on the clock. Okay, then I'm going to pop over here. I don't need a QB because I grabbed one. I'm going to grab a backup tight end, and I took this guy. He's questionable, but I like young guys. I'm taking.
That's what we heard.
I like. It wouldn't let me. Did it let me take it? Okay, yeah, I took Brock Bowers.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah. Now I've got to go for. I've got to start filling some other stuff. I got to start filling defense and stuff like that. Or maybe
defense.
Maybe it'll let me add I'm going to start drafting the best available until I have to pick a defense and a kicker. I draft those last every year. I change those every week. Change them every week. Bob is grinding. Isn't it interesting? Bob Warlick is grinding in round 13.
Yeah.
And that's interesting.
It is.
So wow. Okay. So Teddy says, send the details for the sports talk and I'll figure something out. I'll be in Tennessee in a couple months.
On the clock.
Steve, you're on the clock again.
I'm on the clock, and I'm going to take I cannot believe he's available. I'm taking Tyler Lockett from the Seattle Seahawks, who is fast. Might catch one pass, but it might be for a touchdown.
Fast. Oh crap!
Am I back? Okay, I'm back at the back end. That was the tail end of it. All right, somebody's up. I hear that. Hey, folks, we hope you enjoyed this. Nobody, if you're watching, we got like 5 or 6 people watching. No one's made any comments besides Teddy about the pig. We would maybe you're watching it where you don't feel like you can comment, but if you want to comment on who's your stud or who's your dud this week and why, we'd love that. I've got some 2 big studs, and neither one of them are sports related. But what is my other massive interest besides sports and gambling?
NBA.
No.
Russian table tennis.
Music. I have 2 massive studs this week.
You going to England? You go see Oasis?
Yeah. Possibility, baby. That is one of my studs. That is magical.
You want to bet $1 that tour doesn't finish?
Yeah, they'll probably break up after. You better go to the very first show scheduled because they'll probably break up during warm up during rehearsals.
No doubt.
Oh me. All right, so I'm set. I kind of sort of need another wide receiver.
Jeez, down to
we pick head coaches in this thing too.
Yeah, we do.
I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that. Wow. Has anybody been picking head coaches?
Yeah, Teddy, I think, took 49ers coach a few rounds ago.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm on the clock.
You are on the clock.
Okay. Oh, God, I didn't even realize that. All right.
a lot of points from him.
I'm going to get
Not crucial.
oh, man, I don't even know who I want. If I'd have known that, I'd have picked early. I tell you who I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick – I got to pick somebody quick. I'm going to pick the Eagles head coach. I don't really like him, but I'm picked him. All right, so we've got 6 people
All right,
watching.
Moving quick.
Now. We're almost finished with the draft.
You're on the clock, Goody.
Damn, I'm on the clock again.
Yep.
All right, shit. I'm going to take – hell, I have no idea who I'm going to take. I'm going to take
I
now
don't know what I still need.
– I'm going to take the Steelers defense. All right. I got 2 picks left. Definitely know what I'm going. Did I get a
The
backup?
Miami Dolphins.
Okay, yeah, I got a backup tight end. Okay. This next one's going to be a wide receiver.
You got a defense yet, Miller?
Yep.
Who you got?
Browns.
That Brown.
That's a good defense. All right, so,
Hope so.
folks, we're winding down. Irvin says, shut up.
Got one
Irvin,
draft left.
Irvin, I'm surprised you know how to operate your damn phone. Okay, QB is a little
He
good.
knows how to use that. He's on that all the time.
Just got a comment. I'm watching. I can't respond. Just got a comment from Jonathan Bird. QB for what is good. Just a little banged up. So that's just solidifies my point. Irv, you're here. Thank you for being here, Irv. You can comment in the chat section, Irv. That's probably there's no way there's not a chance in hell you'll figure that one out.
What's the spread on that? They don't figure it out.
That next week with us
Plus
operating
500.
Operating his phone, he still won't figure that out.
I'm going plus 500 with that.
I'm going plus 1,500. No way he figures that one out at all.
Right now, he's sitting there cussing in that garage.
Great
trying to
game
figure
Friday
it out.
night. I think Irv is talking to himself. He's having a text. He's sending me text. He's having a text conversation.
With himself?
Maybe he's
Yeah,
on his
with
iPad at the
himself,
same time,
actually.
and he don't realize he's talking to himself.
I don't like you people. He's just folks, if you do not know Mike Irvin, you wish you did. I'm just telling you.
You're better off not knowing him.
You wish you did know Mike
Tell
Irvin.
Irvin to call one of his JPD buddies and meet us at Sam's with jumper cables in about an hour.
Yeah. Okay. It's going now, isn't it, boys?
It is. It's flying.
Okay.
Everybody's sitting there going, what are they talking about?
I want a wide receiver, but it won't let me take a wide receiver. Why not? Let's see if it'll let me take a wide receiver.
Just all positions. The wide receivers are all over the place when you go to all positions.
Yeah, but it won't. When I go to just select them, it won't. So
you probably tapped out because you can only put so many when you go to the thing.
Yeah, you only get so many. It's
well,
like,
I've got like one spot left that's empty. What do I have to?
yeah,
pick?
but how many wide receivers do you have? Do you have 6?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got 6.
That's why it's
You can
limited
put
at
him in
6.
flex. You
No,
got a flex.
you only let you draft 6.
See if I can take another run. Okay, I can take another running back. I'm going to take somebody quick because it's
I
going to
got
give me.
one left.
I'm going to take Blake Corum. I have no idea why I just took him. All right, I'm done. I'm done on the draft. Thank God. That was a struggle.
About the ones I'm picking, but I just picked them.
That was a struggle.
Just because he was the top guy.
All right, we're almost done with the
All
draft,
right,
and then
I'm
we're done. All right, let's get back to the business at hand. So we appreciate you guys watching.
Joey has Mr. Irrelevant.
Watching that draft. We gave the football scores. UNC looked horrible. State didn't look very good. Miami, out of all ACC schools that played this week, that played somebody of any potential, Miami looked great. The new quarterback makes a difference. They didn't have a lot of penalties. Does it say more about Miami or more about Florida or both? We talked about Billy Napier being on the hot seat.
I think that seat just got a little hotter.
You think it did?
I think Miami just looked really good.
Well, and I will tell you for the record, guys. For the record, just letting you guys know.
All right.
We'll go over how everybody did this week. So UNC at Minnesota. Minnesota was -3. That line actually shifted later on during the week, and Carolina was actually -1.5. Our DraftKings bet, when we made Mike Irvin picked the DraftKings bet.
Right.
It was Minnesota plus what was it? Plus 2.5.
Right.
So we actually won our DraftKings bet because
All
they lost by 2. So now we're 1-1.
All
We
right.
got bombed the first week against Florida State.
Right.
And so we won again. So, Irvin, if you're listening and you can't comment because you picked again correctly, You're going to pick this week again. We'll get with you about that. But UNC at Minnesota was -3. We all picked Carolina except Urban. Western Carolina, NC State. State was favored by 33.5. Miller, you were the only one that picked State on that one. North Dakota State at Colorado. Again, I will never pick for Colorado to cover point spread. Me and Miller, Rayner, and Irv all picked North Dakota State to cover. Warlick and Foster picked Colorado. Temple at Oklahoma, -43. You and I were the only ones that picked Oklahoma.
Good. Yeah. I thought you said I didn't do very well in the college. It looks pretty good.
No, well, you did. I just did one game better than you. I went. Look at what I did. I missed last night's game. I went ballistic, and I'm not just saying you on here.
No, you did good.
On here, I went ballistic.
You did.
On DraftKings, I went ballistic too.
Well, good.
So, no. Oh, you did good. Hey, I didn't mean that. That was wrong.
I was like,
okay. No, you did great. Teddy,
so you usually don't do well in college.
Yeah. Let's see. Teddy's saying here, Miami looked very good. Florida has the toughest schedule in the country, so life and the hot seat don't get any easier for Billy and the Gators. That's right. Clemson, Georgia. You and me and Warlick were the only three that picked Georgia, and that was a butt whooping, guys. We could talk a little bit more about that, but that was just, that was just ugly.
Woodshed.
Dabo's not. He's not an NIL guy. He's not a portal guy, and I appreciate the fact that he's standing kind of to his guns and stuff like that, but
he's not going to be successful.
Well, they haven't made the playoffs in the last 3 years.
Correct.
Now, you would think with expanded 12 they might, but we were talking last week, and of course we had some technical difficulties last week with the audio, so no one got to hear this. But we were talking about legitimately the SEC could put. In all honesty, the SEC could put 7 teams. 7 teams. I thought LSU was one of them, but after last night, I just same old LSU. Yep. Same old LSU. Penn State -8.5 against West Virginia. Me and you and Foster Miller picked that one. Miami 2.5, Florida. Me and you were the only ones that picked that. Everybody else went Florida. Notre Dame, Texas A&M. Foster and I were the only ones that picked that one, and that was only one of your two losses.
Right.
And then we all missed on LSU last night, which was surprising. So for the week, 12-3. I was 12-3. You were 12-3.
Woo woo.
Warlick was 8-5. Rayner, you and Irvin were 7-8.
Hey, make a bowl game.
Yep. And Foster was 7-8. So real quick math for the year, I was 9-3 and 12-3. So I'm 21-6. You are 12-3 and 7-5. So you're 19-8.
Good job.
Warlick, let's see what Warlick, because he's up there. Warlick was 9-3 the first week, and he was 8-5. So he's 17 and 17-8. So we got some. I'll have the totals next week for you, but we got some good stuff brewing here. Good stuff brewing. And Urban, if you're watching and not able to comment, you get to pick the DraftKings bet again this week, which we will start now talking about. Right now, unless did you have something to comment on?
Nope.
All right, so here we go. Friday night game. BYU at ACC school, SMU. SMU is favored by 11.5.
I want BYU covering.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Ditto. That's Thursday night?
Friday night.
Okay.
Friday night. It's a Friday night game. All right, so all of us are going, and we'll get these to everybody else. Saturday. This is massive. This is rolling here, boys.
Can I come back to that one?
Irving is texting me the games, I guess. Let's see what Irving is texting.
You mean, did he finally find it on his
Irvin,
internet?
as we call out these games, if you want to text us your picks, text them directly to me, and I'll add it. So the first one was BYU and SMU. All right, next game.
Yeah.
Next game, Texas -6.5 at Michigan.
God, that's tough.
I'm going to roll because I'm wearing it. I'm having to roll with Texas, boys. The big house. The big house. Now, I will tell you this. Michigan may be overlooking Texas because the following week I think they got East Carolina coming in.
Oh, that's a tough one, too.
Yeah, I know.
Give me Texas.
Rainer, who you got?
Michigan.
You're going to take Michigan. All right. Following that, speaking of East Carolina's traveling to Old Dominion. I'm just trying to get our local schools in here. Old Dominion is favored. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Before I get that, Arkansas at Oklahoma State. That's a Big 12 SEC rival. The two schools are about 3 hours apart. Oklahoma State is favored by 8.5. I'm going to take Oklahoma State.
I want the Cowboys.
You want the Cowboys.
Oklahoma State.
Now, East Carolina travels to Old Dominion. Old Dominion is actually favored by 1.5 points.
Old Dominion.
You're going to take Old Dominion?
Yep.
All right.
East Carolina.
I'm going to take Old Dominion, and you're going to go with East Carolina.
Uh-huh.
All right. Next up, Tennessee. 7.5.
Tennessee.
At State.
Tennessee. Tennessee.
I'm going to take Tennessee. You're taking Tennessee.
I'm going to Wolfpack. I think they have a better week this week.
You're going to Pack. Okay. Colorado at Nebraska. Again, I'm going to show every week Colorado plays. I'm going to have it in there. Nebraska -7. I will tell you this. He's a real quick before we make this pick. I'm just trying to interject some food for thought as we look at stuff here. And it for some reason it's not pulling up. Okay, here we go. Winners and losers in after week 1 of the NFL college football. Dylan Raiola, the 5-star true freshman, kicked off his college career in Nebraska with a bang. Raiola completed 19 of 28, throwing for 238 yards and 2 scores without an interception as the Cornhuskers got started with a breezy 47 win at home against Texas El Paso. One of the biggest additions of the offseason in the Big Ten. Raiola is clear upgrade over what Nebraska worked with in Matt Rule's first season, and one of the few reasons why the Cornhuskers are a trendy pick for 8 or more wins. I don't remember the last time a Nebraska quarterback threw for over 200 yards. So with that said, Nebraska always has a stout defense. Now, whether or not it's going to be stout enough to because Colorado can put up some points. I'm just telling you, I'm taking Nebraska with the 7 points.
Give me the Huskers.
You're going to take the Huskers. Who you got, Raider?
Nebraska.
All right. Irv is texting in. Irv is he's taking Michigan. He missed the first one. Irv, if you see this, you missed BYU, SMU. SMU is 11.5. He's taking Oklahoma State. He's taking East Carolina. And, of course, he's taking the Pack. That's what he's going to take. So, Irv, you got SMU -11.5, and you got Nebraska -7 over Colorado. Next game up, just like to get this local flair in here. App State at Clemson. Clemson -17.
Give me App State.
I like your thinking. I'm going to take App State as well. And Rainer, you said App State?
Yep.
Okay. UVA. I didn't put Carolina in here because Carolina's playing Charlotte, so I'm not going to be a homer like that. UVA at Wake Forest. That's another ACC tilt early. Wake is favored by 2.5.
It's at Wake.
It's at Wake.
Hand that to Goody to take a picture of the things, and I'll send them to Irv so he can see them. You know what I mean? Just take a picture of the left side there.
Give me Wake.
Yeah, tell him to do. Hey, hold on a second.
Let me do a pro too.
Yeah, let me do the pros too real quick. So while we're doing this, hold on, guys. Hold on, world watchers and listeners. Bear with us. There we go. Okay, that's everything.
We're trying to take care of the princess.
Okay, so who you got, Miller? Wake. I think I'm liking that too, and I'm rolling with Wake. Rainer, who you taking?
Wake.
He's taking Wake. Irv has told me App State. He's got a couple more to fill in, but that's all right. And then the last one, just a good old SEC matchup: South Carolina at Kentucky. Kentucky -9.5. I'm actually going South Carolina on this one.
Yeah, because South Carolina's got some young quarterback supposed to be legit, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Give me the Cox.
Okay.
I'm Kentucky.
You're going to take Kentucky. All right. So we got all the picks in. We're waiting on some picks from Irv. We'll get Warlick's picks. Let's talk about winners and losers real quick. You can tell me what you guys think. winners and losers this week in college football. These are pretty clear cut. I mean, I'm going to tell you, winners Penn State. They look really good. Teddy, you're happy about that. They look really good, and their offense looked good. And that's not going into Morgantown, West Virginia, and playing is not an easy place to play. They were delayed for several hours. Tennessee was one of the big winners. They started he played a little bit last year. I think he played like 4 games, but I can't even pronounce his last name. It's I am Olivia or something like that. But he was 22 for 28 for 314 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, it was Chattanooga, but I mean, they get to bring it back this week against Raleigh, right? In Raleigh. Ohio State and Texas, two of your top playoff teams. Arch Manning had his first career touchdown pass. Did you see that little flip?
I did.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, that was. He would probably, if he was at another school, legitimately besides probably like 15 schools, he would. Hell, he may be starting at. I mean,
right.
He would like put it like this: if he was at Ohio State, he'd probably be starting quarterback.
Yep.
I mean, that's scary.
Wouldn't we love to have him in Carolina right now?
God, we'd love to have him. How about this name? You don't hear this name very often. Ashton Jeanty, I guess. Boise State and Georgia Southern, wild football game, week 1. Back-to-back shootout. They scored a combined 35 points in the fourth quarter alone.
Wow.
Broncos won 56-45. The running back, now he's a dark horse Heisman contender. He rushed for his contender. Last year he rushed for 1,347 yards and had 469 yards receiving. He set a new single game rushing record at Boise, and they've had some good wide running backs. 267 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Wow.
Pretty good game.
That's impressive.
Alabama was a winner, obviously, first game under Caleb DeBoer. They hung, how many did I say, 63.
Who'd they play?
They played Western Kentucky. Kentucky, they are.
Good, I get that, but, I mean, really you're going to give them as a winner because they beat Western Kentucky?
Yeah. Well, it was just their first game.
Sim Hill toppers.
So, Notre Dame's a winner. Went to, but that doesn't surprise me. Texas A&M is always that close. They changed closest. They changed coaches. Same old. Teddy says Arch Manning has the best plan. His draft stock will do nothing but rise, then have 1 year of wear and tear before they declare for the draft. Brian Kelly says, I'm here for the high school talk. You missed high school talk, Brian, so you got to go back and watch it. Brian says, what was the score prediction for the Southwest White Oak game next Friday night?
No score prediction.
We didn't have a prediction for the score, Brian, but everybody picked White Oak except Chris Rayner. So he's
loyal.
He's loyal. Teddy says all the while collecting millions of dollars and possibly some championships in Texas. I agree with you. Now the losers. Here we go. Losers in college. Florida. Billy Napier. We talked about it. Toughest schedule in college football. He's on the hot seat. How about Virginia Tech getting beat by Vanderbilt?
It
was at Vanderbilt in overtime.
Yep.
Virginia Tech was one of the kind of dark horses to potentially compete.
Well, I mean, and look, Vanderbilt jumped on them early.
Yeah.
And Virginia Tech had to crawl the way back.
That is exactly
Wait,
right.
do they have ACC as a loser?
Yeah, they've got ACC as a loser. It says Miami looked good, looked the part, but the results was an outlier amid a bad step for the ACC. Clemson was blasted by Georgia. Virginia Tech lost to Vanderbilt. State struggled against Western Carolina. It doesn't even mention Carolina struggled against Minnesota.
Right.
A week ago, Florida State got things started with the loss to Georgia Tech.
That was bad.
And let's see, down the line, bad losses in non-conference play and sloppy showings from the league. It's best is just, doesn't bode well. Also, Rice, which I would say Rice is because they made 2 bowl games in a row and they got beat by somebody at home. Now they're a loser. I think Rice is Rice.
Right.
That's just who Rice is.
They are who they are.
They are. Who said that? They are who they are.
We are who we are.
We are who we are.
Or we are who you think we were, or something like that.
Yeah. So we had the fantasy football. We did the stuff about the NFL. So let's move on to the wait, before we leave this, Andy Katz is the man. Andy Katz, ESPN, known for basketball. He rated the top 10 college towns.
Okay.
Just overall now, not for football. He's a basketball guy, but overall, number 10, and you could appreciate this more. He's got number 10, UCLA, Westwood, California.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been.
I've never been to Westwood.
Okay, but I mean, your daughter lives out in LA, right? I mean, I guess.
Well, I mean,
I guess saying she lives in LA, that's not like saying she lives in Oslo County.
No,
it's like saying she lives in North Carolina.
No, she's not even close to UCLA.
Yeah, so
you're west of Mississippi. You know what it is.
Yeah. Next up is Ann Arbor, Michigan at number 9.
Okay,
College town. Athens, Georgia.
Athens, Georgia's awesome.
Gainesville, Florida.
Gainesville's pretty good.
I'm going to take some. I'm going to take some exceptions to this list because there's a couple schools on here that I think should be on here. Lawrence, Kansas, number 6. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Chapel Hill comes in at number 4. Franklin Street, baby.
Goody.
It's not. This isn't about football now.
No, look, I'm telling you, I have been there after a Carolina basketball game, and I get it. It was wintertime, but it was nobody out. Nobody came out, and they won. I was thoroughly disappointed that it was just like it was a weekend night too. It was a Saturday night, and there was nobody out. I mean, we went to several bars, and it was not good.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That's why we come in at 4. Number 3, Coach Prime's Boulder, Colorado. Number 2, Austin, Texas, if you can avoid all the homeless people. And number 1, Madison, Wisconsin, which I will tell you this. I heard that Madison, Wisconsin was a throwback or was just like Chapel Hill.
A lot of good cheese up there too.
I can't believe Ole Miss, Oxford, Mississippi isn't in there.
Right.
I can't believe just because damn Toomer's Corner at Auburn isn't up there. I mean, those are two.
Right.
You know.
What about Tongies in Coastal Carolina?
What about South Bend? South Bend.
Well, the only problem is there wasn't a whole lot around the – well, not that we saw.
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot around.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Well, problem with South Bend too is, man, that whole area over there, their toll booths are messed up. So I mean, so at
least one of them is.
I beat the shit out of that son of a bitch.
It's still got red tape on it.
Yeah,
I did think about you last weekend because I had to go through tolls, going to Manasquan, going to Piscataway, and then going from Piscataway back to Wilmington, Delaware. So I had to deal with the tolls.
Yeah,
had no issues. Just rolled.
Okay,
it was easy.
Operator error. Rainer, Urban said, answer your damn phone. He's calling you.
He is like, I've got like 7 pages of text from him, like 2 or 3 words each text.
Damn, Irv, I feel like you're here tonight, and even though you're not
the pics. If he would put the pics on there, I would read them. But until he does that, all his insults and sharp tongue comments, he can keep them.
How far are we into this show right now?
I don't know, Goody.
Well, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Okay,
about an hour. Good. All right, let's move in. Okay. Any other college talk? Anybody want to talk anything about college?
No, I'm just, I'm glad it's kicked off and it started. I mean, and you got lots of games to watch, and
there's some good games.
And if you miss them the first time, everybody's rerunning them on Sunday, so you can catch up too.
Are you more happy that when that college started, or are you going to be more happy this weekend when the NFL starts?
I'm just happy that football started.
I am too, dude.
I mean, high school, college football. I mean,
I love football.
Well, and on top of that, you got the EPL playing, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I'm not very happy. 3-0 yesterday. 0-3. They're my duds.
Look, I mean, that's why you just kind of do it game by game, because I've learned over the years with all my buddies that have picked teams in EPL, more times than not, they're disappointed.
I would concur with you on that one. Teddy says, Coach Dennis Green said they are who we thought they were. Of course, Teddy knows that. He knows that. All right, let's move into the NFL predictions. I just picked some random games. I mean, these are just randoms. These are games I thought would be good. And then, of course, I picked the Panthers game, which I don't think will be good. But, I mean, we got to bet on the Panthers or pick the Panthers because Rainer wouldn't pick if we didn't. So, first game, Thursday night's game, Ravens at the Chiefs.
Yeah, but they're not playing in Kansas City. Isn't it somewhere else?
Oh, is it?
I think it's overseas.
Skip that one and I'll.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll go to the next one. Yeah, while Rainer looks at it.
Okay.
Panthers at the Saints. Saints are favored by 4.
Saints.
Panthers.
Saints. Who's quarterback in the Saints?
I think it's Carr.
I'm going with the Panthers.
You didn't ask who was quarterback in the. It says Arrowhead.
Oh, maybe it is. For some, well, maybe it's
bottom.
Friday night's game that's overseas.
-3.
some reason I thought both of them
Brian
were
Kelly
overseas.
says barbecue, fire pits, and football on the TV outside. That's what's up. And Brian Kelly says the Chiefs, wherever they are. And Brian says
Yes.
the Saints.
Friday's game is at San Paulo, wherever, Brazil or whatever.
Okay.
And that's the one that's overseas.
So who?
I was saying it was Thursday night's game.
So who we got with the Chiefs or the Ravens? I'm still taking the Chiefs.
I'm taking the Ravens. I think it's one of those games. The Chiefs always start slow first game.
They got beat last year by Detroit, the first game of the season. Okay.
I'm going with the Ravens.
Give me the Ravens.
Okay. No, that's good. Packers at Eagles. Eagles -3.
Give me the Eagles.
Green Bay Packers.
Well, now that I had to forcibly take Jordan Love as a quarterback.
You didn't have to.
I might work you a trade on that for one of mine.
Okay. That's all right. I forgot I got Aaron Rodgers as my backup. Okay, Titans at Bears. And I picked this one because both of these they said were going to be surprise teams. This is actually, out of this whole week's schedule, the largest spread. The Bears are favored by 4.5. All the other spreads are – no, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Denver is +5.5 over at Seattle, or Seattle's favored by 5.5. But this is the second highest spread right now. Bears -4.5 against the Titans.
Give me the Bears.
The Bears.
Bears at home.
The Bears at home. All right. And then the last pick, just because this is for Mike Irvin, the Cowboys at the Browns. Cowboys at the Browns.
Browns.
The Browns are favored by 2.5.
Browns.
Wow. I've got to go with the boys.
I'm going with the Browns.
Going with the Browns. Okay. That's interesting. I guess, they're basically saying that they're almost square. So we will get these picks to Irv and to Warlick, and let you guys pick them. Hey, can you send me that screenshot that you sent to?
Yeah, but it didn't get all the pro games, I don't think. Is
Okay.
that all? Well, maybe it did.
Yeah. That's
all of them yet, probably.
Yeah, send
I'll
it to me.
you.
Yeah, send it, and I'll send it to Warlick, and we can.
I'll just send it to work. He just texted me about something.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, send him those picks and tell both of them that.
Actually, it did miss one. It missed Cowboys and Browns. It got cut off.
Okay.
Well, you know who
Just
Irv's taking?
Yeah, I know who.
taking
Yeah,
the
Irv's
Cowgirls.
taking the Cowgirls. I don't know who Warlick will take, but that's Cowboys and Browns. Browns -2.5. Any other thoughts or comments about NFL?
No, I'm ready. I'm glad it's getting started, and looking forward to watching some games.
I am too. I am really, 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 really looking forward to NFL this year. I think it's going to be. I think there's going to be some good stuff. I think it's going to be some real good stuff going on with the NFL this year.
And I'm happy that we come over to the podcast. We're going to have 3 different games on, watch the end of the games, and
yeah, we'll be able to check all that out. So
watch.
Rolling.
Yep.
Oh.
Lose audio.
No, I started audio.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started.
Sorry about that, guys. I started the trailer back in by mistake, so can't cut it out. But you can, if you missed the beginning, that was the song that was at the beginning, and we're going to play it at the end here in a second. So, big news: 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, yeah, he was shot during the chest. Did y'all see that? The wide receiver from Florida, I think it was Florida, drafted by the 49ers, was shot in a robbery attempt. So that's that is big news. I haven't heard the latest on him.
Ray Caruth's not out of prison, is he?
No. Who knows? He shouldn't be if he is. So just ready for NFL. When y'all come Sunday, I'll have the 260 inches and the 55.
Nice.
Let's go
on some games. So we'll be
switching to your side. We'll put the 2 flunkies that weren't here this week.
Warlick evidently didn't think I said it, but he said kudos again to White Oak High School, building brick by brick. I can tell you one thing. There may be some better football teams out there in North Carolina than White Oak High School, but I don't know there's a lot stronger ones out there. Jacksonville and them go head-to-head. That's a good deal. All right, studs and duds of the week. Studs and duds. I'm going to start right here. You got it. Well, my first dud will be every time they lose on the weekend, Manchester United, 0-3, Liverpool. And then really my other dud is Carolina football. They just did not. They didn't show up Thursday night. I thought the offensive play calling was kind of sketchy. When the kid got hurt, the Mac Johnson kid got hurt, he really wasn't. I mean, he led the drive in the second half at the beginning of the second half, but he really wasn't playing that well.
How many receivers did you see him throw the ball not in the right place?
He threw it to that Jones kid every time, and it was like a down and out. It was like
low and
it was horrible. So anyway,
you can't keep running with.
But then again, I don't think that they have very much faith in the quarterback because he didn't throw the ball either. But anyway,
so is the kid they brought in going to be the heir apparent now? Apparently,
yeah, he's going to be the one.
Wow.
Teddy said Teddy Stud is Miller Moss from USC, showed up in the biggest moment and dropped absolute dimes. It pains me to say, but Miami absolutely dominated Florida and easily looked like the best team in ACC. Teddy, you are exactly right. Teddy's duds are Clemson, FSU, and State. Terrible showing for most of the top teams in the ACC. Teddy, I agree with you. Now, in-house.
Oh, my stud Hurricanes. I mean, I'm glad to see that they might actually be back at least for a little bit.
I would agree. I think they're going to be good. Who's your stud?
Hurricanes for signing Seth Jarvis to a long-term deal.
The Carolina Hurricanes.
Right. And dud would be, stud would be Southern Cal. The Trojans, man.
Yeah.
They jumped back on the scene a little bit.
Was it me? And granted, again, it was LSU, and I get this, and they were starting a unknown quarterback. But was it me? But did USC's defense look a little better?
Yeah, I thought the defense was really better.
Good. Yeah, I mean that's Lincoln Riley's kind of rip is that he's not defensively. So anyway,
Goody has 4 monitors and a cell phone.
I do, man. I'm rolling. Wow, I'm freaking rolling. I'm teched up.
He's like the opposite of Irv with technology.
Yeah, actually. So okay, so you gave me. So what about duds?
All the guys that aren't here tonight.
I would. I mean, I'm just telling you, and this. I'm going to try to stay as Switzerland as I can on this one.
No, don't be Switzerland. Just tell it like it is.
I'm a little disappointed in Joey. I'm just going to tell you.
I agree.
So, but we're going to move on from that one. I mean, he's not going to listen to the to the podcast, so he won't know that I said I'm disappointed in him. But it's all right. Rainer, studs or duds? Anything else?
Dud every week. David Tepper, and it hadn't started yet. But the coach for LSU. I was really disappointed he didn't slip into his my family voice.
Oh, yeah.
That country voice, yeah. After the loss.
All right, I got 2 studs. And one's been previewed. Literally, if I was on a deserted island and you gave me like 2 bands that I could listen to every one of their albums and that could be the only music, this would be one of 2 bands. Noel and Liam Gallagher from Oasis announced last week that they're getting back together for a tour in 2025. They're starting over in England. My other stud is my daughter, who woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning Saturday morning to get in line to try to buy tickets to get in line in Ticketmaster UK to try to buy tickets. But there's some rumors that they're coming to the States in later in September if they're still together, if they haven't broken up. But just to I mean, they are never got to see him in concert, but when you try to like choose 15 songs for a playlist of theirs, it's like very hard.
Yeah.
It's freaking it's unimaginable. So I'm really stoked about Oasis. If they don't, we're going to try to go to Europe next year and watch them. I mean, we're in. I mean, I'm in. We're going. My other one is also a musical dude. Now, this guy, man, this guy is nasty. I'm just going to tell you. I prejudged. I'm just going to tell you. But I'm just going to tell you, Post Malone
can sing.
If you have not listened to his new country album that he has, it is masterful. His album went to number 1 on the country charts. He is the first musical artist in the history since they've been doing this stuff to have a number 1 album in the country music, to have a number 1 album in the rap genre, and have a number 1 album on the rock genre. Not at the same time, but at one point in time, he's had number 1 albums on all 3 genres. Now, I'm serious. Guys, I'm being serious. If you have not listened to this damn album, it's even beyond that from the perspective of he has gotten the biggest names in country music to buy in and sing these songs with him.
Yep.
He opens with Tim McGraw. Then he has Hank Williams Jr. He's got Brad Paisley. He's got Luke Combs twice. He's got Blake Shelton, Dolly Parton. He's got my man. the man. He's got. I can't think of his name.
That big, huh?
H. It starts with H. Not Harvey. Hardy. He's got Hardy.
He's a wrestler.
He's got Lainey Wilson. I mean, and the thing, if you listen to the album, I swear he wrote the song. He wrote the song based on. I'm gonna write this song, and then I'm gonna go get this person. Like the Hank Williams Jr. song sounds like a song that Hank Williams Jr. would sing. I mean, no shit, man. Yeah. It sounds just like that. I mean, it is masterful.
I've got my lawn passes for October 5th or 6th in Raleigh.
Is that where what's going to be?
Yeah, that was a late edition, so I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so he's doing both nights.
He's doing one night. I don't know if it's the 5th or 6th. I don't know if it's Friday or Saturday, but I think it's a Saturday night, so I don't know if it's 5th or 6th. Yeah. But I'm kind of excited because, I've seen some of his videos where he's covered like rock songs.
Yeah.
The guy can sing. He's
the guy.
Good.
I mean, the guy
can really sing.
And his interesting story. He grew up in Texas. He grew up around all this music.
Right.
Moved to L.A. and to get into the thing, and said finally he got tired of living out in L.A. So like 2 or 3 years ago, he came to Nashville and just got immersed in it. He said he wanted to go there where the people were genuine, and all those people I named. That's one thing that
right.
But the one that I left off that I forgot to mention, that is true validity. That goes against the country music genre and the country music mainstream. Chris Stapleton sings a song with him.
That's awesome.
California Smoking. If you hadn't listened to the song, dude, it's a Chris Stapleton song.
That's awesome.
It's just nasty, man. So anyway, that's all I got for tonight, guys. Y'all got anything else?
Nope. I got to go deal with a broken down car.
No,
well, I'm sorry. Sorry you're having to deal with that. We're going to call it. That's it, right? So
that's it.
And we're going to listen. And here we go.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream.